numbers.
Welcome in, everyone. It is Wednesday's edition of Daily Bread coming at you live right at 3 p.m. We got an NBA and college hoop slate. Both of them are loaded. Not sure if anyone said it on Twitter or on the timeline yet, but Sosa and I are here. Got you covered on all your best bets. We got the marquee game with the Grizzlies versus the Bucks. If you have a bigger or more marquee game, let me know when I'm wrong. As usual, the show is powered and sponsored by pickcity.com. Be sure to be checking them out as well. Jump over to the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Great special going on right now. Continue to be hot in there. So definitely a spot where you want to be tuning in and checking that out. Hit up the Twitter that's tagged in our from Daily Bread Media, where we're currently live from, and give that tweet a retweet and a like. But the best place to be is in the YouTube chat. By far the best YouTube chat in any YouTube show out there. So thank you for all of you. You're the reason why we do it day in and day out. So make sure to give us a like and subscribe so you never miss it. And now it's when the fun starts because Sosa, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Great. Wonderful day in soccer. Everything yesterday was wonderful. This week's been great. And Tottenham just scored. So yeah, it's a good day, man. Everything is going well. Duke Wiz Khalifa cooked them last night. Yeah, Duke definitely. This is we kind of called that exactly correct on the show.
Man, I've
It's the
been
exact
I've
same
been
case.
hating myself and disgusted with myself the entire I was hate watching it and just looking at it because I was like I had no cojones. I talked up FSU the entire time, money line and spread, and played a fat goose egg of them. But yeah, we called it FSU at home against Duke, just a different animal. I hope you
Hey,
guys cashed it.
Lightning Kings, no sweat over 10 goals in the game. Easy. I got another hockey play for y'all tonight too. You know,
Yes, sir. It's Jose's birthday, so make sure to be checking out Straight Bet Sports. Gotta give our man a birthday shout out. Sosa, anything you want to say to Jose? Because I know you know him better than I do.
happy birthday, my boy. I mean, he's probably streaming tonight. Gorilla Cross is usually on Wednesday nights. Make sure you guys check out my boy on YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Vegas, straight sport bets. My boy Jose, always supporting the show, always rocking with us on spaces. Hope you have a wonderful day, my guy. Yeah.
All right. Time to get into the action, or is there any big takeaways other than Duke from last night? I went 2-1 on the hoops plays. VCU, man, those fucking assholes.
Completely tricked the
Dude,
fuck.
I'm 9-2 on the last bread and Sunday morning plays, and the only two losses have been VCU's on VCU money line at Bonnie's and the VCU first half. So we might have. I never put a team away. Just put it there. I'll be
They're
back.
they're unbelievable.
I'll be back.
Well,
They covered the second half spread though. Didn't have the balls to do that either. It was a bunch of me just being salty.
yeah, I yeah, it's just too much going on at the moment. What the fuck?
All right, I got 3 college hoops plays to get you locked and loaded to start the day. If you were on spaces earlier, you might have heard 2 of them already, but if you missed it, you'll hear them run it back here, and we'll save the big one for the end. So the first one we're rocking with is our underdog money line of the night. I'm rocking Georgia Tech plus 120, hosting Wake Forest. Huge look ahead spot for Wake, who's hosting UNC. And that rivalry is something else. So when I see that spot, this is a sleepy one, thinking Wake should go in and roll it. Not many metrics support Georgia Tech other than Wake Forest does not have a great time when they go into Georgia Tech. If you go back and look at the historical head-to-heads, I don't take that too much into account. This is a pure sleepy spot where I think we'll cash on the Jackets money line again as dogs.
Georgia Tech, the the fighting Josh Pastners of the world.
Yeah, it's the time to buy into them. You already know. Second play of the day, I got Virginia Tech at -2, -110. It's still sitting at 2.5. Still play it. And this is the first time all season I went back to look that I'm back in Tech with my hard-earned cash. There's a few reasons why I was a little skeptical earlier on the season. I think this is the perfect buy spot on Tech coming into here. This NC State team, I do not rate them strong whatsoever. I think this will be a 10-point win analytically when you try to break it down. I just think NC State's 2-point defense and 3-point defense are where they get killed, especially by the rim. And you know this Tech team, they don't shoot anything but threes and close to the rim. So I just think this is a nightmare for success. Sure, it's on the road, but we're taking the -2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, if I'm getting Roddy, the UGA fan, to back Tech twice in a week and a half span.
And win. We gotta maintain the win.
We gotta get both. I trust you. I'm happy for you, Roddy. I'm glad that you trust me that much. So what's your first play of the night before we get into one of them?
For college basketball?
Yeah.
I don't really have too much, to be totally honest with you.
I thought you wanted to talk the Nova game. My bad.
I wanted, like, outside of the Nova game, which I'm gonna go with a play that I've gone with 3 times that has cashed me out 3 times in regards to this team. That would be the under. The under sitting at 138. We've already cashed 3 times. We're going for 4-0 with Nova unders.
I like it.
That's just how I feel.
What do we think about the Virginia Pitt under 115? Don't watch it if you bet it.
Yeah. First team to 50 wins the game.
Miss State, our man, nothing but Verde deep pass like them going into the swamp at +200 on the money line. And deep pass, I like that angle big time there because Florida, once they've gone into SEC play, Castleton and the bigs, or Castleton's their only big, he's gotten destroyed. They're giving up offensive rebounds left and right, something they weren't doing in non-con play. Miss State has 3 guys that can run. Utulu Smith is their most notable, so I think it could be a little rough there. Miss State does have revenge spot against Ole Miss this Saturday. Don't think it's a sleepy spot there for Miss State, but we'll talk LSU at the end. But the game that we got to get into. Goose, my man, I know you're going to be in attendance tonight, so just put the earmuffs on. You can take them off in 5 minutes. I'll let you know. I'll give you the sign. Rutgers is the trendy underdog with fleece today. Iowa's going to go into Jersey Mike's Arena and cover the -3, -110 here. The Rutgers defense is solid. I will never hate on Ron Harper Jr. or Cliff Oromi or Geo Baker, but I just think this Iowa offense has too much to give it to this Rutgers defense, and Rutgers is going to need to break 65 tonight to compete in this one, and that's my biggest fear is Rutgers has those games where they get cold, especially off a slow start, and Iowa's going to need to hit their threes because it's not going to come easy from 2. That's the biggest thing. So if you're trusting the road team to go into Jersey Mike's Arena and hit their threes, you could be a little crazy, but I think I am tonight. But I like the Hawks eyes -3, -110.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Nothing, man. You wanna?
No. I was bad last night in college basketball. Wasn't happy.
All right. Well, we can't get off college hoops yet. We'll talk about one more game, and then we can flip it off. But LSU going into Bama tonight. It was 4 earlier. What's the line currently at right now? 3.5.
Remember last year, this game last year?
When Bama just hit every single 3.
They could not miss, bro. It was one of the craziest games I've ever seen. They'd have beaten any basketball team in America that night. For real.
Well, this LSU's defense is a lot different. My biggest way, I have no official play on it. I think it's a good one to bet live. I think Alabama wins, but they don't cover. Easiest way to put it. I think Bama pulls out a sweaty one at home. I think today is finally the day that Eric Gaines, great coming in for Pinson so far, 14 and 15 points. Steven highlighted it in our space earlier where I just think Gaines is going to struggle with the athleticism that Bama can throw at him. And I think this is Gaines' first bad game as a starter with Pinson still out. Days and Eason can't carry it enough for them tonight. NBA time. So let's hear. There's 3 college hoops plays. What are we liking in the NBA?
I got 5 props that I love tonight. The first one I'm going with is a repeat offender. It's Al Horford over 3.5 assists. It's still hitting at a 65% clip on the year. Since Sosa the way he's nah, man, nah. No reason to do that. It's been a wonderful day. But right now, the first prop I'm really loving tonight is Al Horford against the Charlotte Hornets over 3.5 assists at plus 102 or minus 102. I love the play just because I like I said, the matchup precedes you, and it's just it should be definitely a big time spot for him to perform well. He's also been performing at an extremely high level. Also read today that apparently he is being shopped again. So I don't know who the fuck would want him. No Marcus Smart. The 2 guys who have been hitting their assist number is Schroeder and Al. Both have been very, very solid for them. My next prop is a return to action in the Brooklyn Nets Washington Wizards game. And I actually like 3 plays in this game total. And they are Kyrie Irving to score over 24.5, which his number is at minus 111. And then I like Kyrie tonight to go for 30. I'm calling my shot tonight with him. I haven't really called it. I really didn't. I was just waiting for him to get his feet wet, kind of under him. I think it's the time. Just like last night when I said, Clay would go for 20. Clay would go get his. Kyrie to get 30. Right now it's at plus 235. I like Kyrie to have his first 30-point game tonight. I think he goes crazy. I don't think that Beal or Dinwiddie offer very much resistance defensively and can really give him a matchup issue. I also like Kyle Kuzma to score 20 points tonight at plus 122. I like the matchup. And I think that they're going to play with a pace in which he's going to get plenty of open looks. He'll also get opportunities to get his off the dribble. I believe
with the Nets game, it's a pick 'em. Why?
No Kevin Durant, obviously. No, Durant's not playing.
That really gets them to a pick 'em against Washington. That's the floor, man.
It's because Washington's played well this year.
They're off the upset win, which is nice.
We got to give Unseld some credit for what Unseld's done with this roster, bringing in guys from LA, and also it shows you that these players really want to prove themselves. I mean, it happens all the time when guys get traded from the Lakers in particular. And especially when you're a young player that has to play with an all-star player like a LeBron, you get traded, you get moved, and then you get traded for an all-star. You want to show the league, I'm a professional and I'm a very good NBA player. I mean, Jordan Clarkson is a perfect example. Jordan Clarkson came in the league, played alongside Kobe. Everybody pretty much was like, oh, he's going to be trash, right? He's made a role for himself almost 10 years in now. It's understanding that like these guys are ball players and they're out here trying to make a living for real. Like Kuzma wants to show people that he's a 20-point per game guy. He's doing that, and also Unseld's done a damn good job at coaching this team that had very little expectation behind it.
There's only one home dog tonight. Who is it?
In the NBA?
Yeah.
Not even sure, to be totally honest.
Chicago.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Chicago missing Levine and I believe Alonzo Ball's not playing. Cleveland playing great basketball. They have the coach of the year. They have the real coach of the year, JB Bickerstaff. Just imagine if no one gets hurt for that team, right? Like Colin Sexton got hurt. Ricky Rubio got hurt. I mean, they lost. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm staying off his assist, and I'm staying off Kyrie's assist because they moved the number to 5.5, and it's juiced It's juice. So they're basically trying to bait you to take 7 to get plus money, and it's not close enough to even money for me to take the risk on 5.5. So I'm not doing it. I do like him to score tonight for sure. No, I agree. I agree that Connell Sexton was the best thing to happen because it allows Darius Garland to really play his game. Darius Garland's a much better perimeter shooter. He's also a much better guard in pick and roll. So he has much. He's just a better guard for the personnel that they have. But I'm just saying, depth wise and just guys that you want to have a role on the team, them getting hurt and JB Bickerstaff continuing to have this team ascend is you got to give him credit. It's been a hell of a job he's done. Two other plays that I like tonight are in this Cleveland Cavaliers game. Kobe White right now, his assists are at over 3.5, over under 3.5. I'm rolling with Kobe White at over 3.5 assists at -110. I think that it's on my list. I definitely love him. I love his opportunities that he will have tonight. Also, don't knock Ayo. Ayo Dusamu just had his first career double. I think it was like a plus 600 or something. Like he's another guy who's a guard getting playing time due to opportunity. And
what was your second play in it?
Second play. And my second play in the what the fuck? My bad. I'm getting like hella messages at the moment. In the second play I have is Darius Garland's 3-pointers at over 2.5 at plus 132. Without Levine, without Zach Levine, and without Lonzo Ball, you're missing a lot of just defense on the perimeter. I think in pick and roll, he's still going to have his opportunities to get his shots up. Darius Garland over 2.5 threes at plus 132. That's what I love for tonight.
And then let's get into and break down the game of the night. Pulled up the injury report for you. So you got Holiday listed as questionable for the Bucks, and then you got Tyrus Jones, Desmond Bane, and Kyle Anderson all out with health and safety protocols. So maybe someone else might have popped onto the list, which has moved the number a little bit more. But we got it currently sitting right at 6.5, 7, 229 as the total. What are you liking it here? Because you can read all the ATS numbers for Memphis because they're all extremely well.
All right. Well, in regards to this game, obviously having Bane out, I think is obviously the biggest issue here. The other two guys, although Tyus Jones has been wildly underrated, he's had a great season. Just about every fucking guy who plays for Memphis has had a great season this year. I mean, their coach has done a great job of just empowering the entire team. There's really nobody on the team you can say has been disappointing. They've all been good. But I think that with no Bane, no Tyus, it's just too much. Obviously, if Giroux plays, then I think the Bucks should. I think G5's on it right here. I think that the Bucks should just smack the shit out of them. I think Josh still gets off, has a good game because point guards play great against the Bucks when Jrue Holiday is not playing.
Yeah, they do. And it's just kind of where people love to use the angle. Bucks, J.S. Loss as a favorite little revenge spot. They're only 5-6 so far this season, revenging a loss in their prior game. I think the under here just makes a little bit too much sense. Because when they have high totals greater than 220, they're 8-14 to the under so far. And Memphis's games, you really have to look for it. But after they get on the road after a home skid, 1-4 to the under so far this season. So they played 3 consecutive home games back on the road here. I like the under 229. I don't know if I want to make it official or not, but that's Rex's NBA lean of the day.
The under. Correct? Yeah. I like it.
Especially without Giroux.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Any other NBA games you want to get into before we get to Sosa hockey lock?
I did not want to. I don't really want to touch the Denver game. Sacramento versus the Kings is the remedial Olympics. Utah versus the Rockets. I don't want anything on that. San Antonio versus the Thunder, more remedial Olympics. Scotty Barnes assists. Scotty Barnes over 3.5 assists at plus 134. It's going to happen tonight. Siakam's going to have an off night tonight. You can book that. Siakam's going to be shit, and Scotty Barnes will get you 4 assists at plus money.
Ooh. I like
Ant-Man
calling that
back
shot
at the
there.
crib.
This might be the grossest and the easiest under of the night on the board, regardless, as long as it's above 200.
You talking about this Mavericks game?
Yeah.
Yes, this shit's going to be ugly.
Yeah, Mavs isn't all games 14 and 28 to the under this year. Any other way you get, it usually breaks it down much worse. But yeah, with the way that these two teams line up, I can see us getting a 90-90 game here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, all Mavericks games go under, and they're just it's bad. Ant-Man back in ATL tonight. He going for a 30 piece. I need to know. Where are you pulling up to get the 30 piece at? Roddy talking about the wings in Atlanta the best. Sure, buddy. But yeah,
I was about to say the Pacers going into the Lakers.
I want no parts. I came on here
the people need Sosa's Lakers thoughts of January 19th. That just has to be like the way we end it each day. Is what do you think of the Lakers today?
I trashed the Lakers. The most reliable crackhead said he was on Bankhead today. I'm just saying, man. I went crazy on the Lakers the other day, and they won. They fucking beat the Jazz. So I got nothing to say about that team. I don't have nothing to say about fat ass Zion either. Sabonis rebounds to the moon. To the 15. Yeah, I fuck with that.
All right, you got your hockey play ready to wrap up the show. My 3 college hoops plays, because I see that we got over 100 people tapped in with us. So if you missed my 3 college hoops plays, it was Va Tech -2, -110. Play it to whatever number it was. I got it earlier today. Georgia Tech money line +120. And then the third one was Iowa -3, -110.
Okay, we're going to go to the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the New York Rangers. Game being played at Madison Square Garden. And we're going to go with the over 5.5 at -112. Toronto Maple Leafs, New York Rangers, over 5.5 at -112. Looking to go 4-1 in hockey. I should be undefeated.
You know what streak ends today, Sosa? The Rangers are 0-6 to the total in January. Water finds its level. This is the nice over. Rangers, Leafs. Blame Sosa.